Good afternoon, judges. I am Muhammad Mirza, and these are my team members, Wan Luke and Wee Siang. The title of our project is Sustainable Nutrition for Vegetarians. The aim of our project is to determine whether the processing methods of soya beans products affects the protein content, which type of soya bean products is the best source of protein for vegetarians, and whether other vegetables can also be a source of protein for vegetarians. Soya beans are often used as the base ingredients in the production of meat. Soya beans and real meat contain complete protein. A complete protein contains 9 of the essential amino acids. However, incomplete protein does not. Soya beans are often used as a source of protein rather than other vegetables, as most vegetables contain incomplete protein. However, some vegetables such as cauliflower and broccoli have comparable protein content to soya beans. Proteins are made up of several amino acids, which are required to build up or repair our body tissues, transport nutrients around our body, and to let muscles contract. Protein also act as antibodies, where they help to immobilize any unwanted substance in our blood for our white blood cell to destroy, and as enzymes to break down food in our stomach. Some examples of proteins are tyrosine, which acts as an antioxidant, and valine, which is essential for our muscle to develop. Positive effects of soya bean is that they contain omega-3, which is an essential fatty acid which can help improve blood circulation and decrease blood pressure. Isoflavones have a similar function as the estrogen hormones, which are able to prevent cancer due to their ability to inhibit the uncontrolled cell growth of the cancerous cells. Fermented soya beans improve the cognitive functions of the elderly and protect the brain for the young. Soya beans, however, have a negative effect on the cognitive function of the elderly, making their memory worse.
The samples used for the experiment are raw soya beans, boiled soya beans, tofu, tempeh, spinach leaves, spinach stalk, broccoli, soya bean drain, and milk. The first protocol of the experiment is that reagents used in protein extraction were prepared. Then proteins were extracted from the chosen samples using the blunt protein extraction kit. The Bradford assay was then performed to measure the protein concentration from the extracted protein samples. The second protocol of the experiment is that protein gel electrophoresis was performed on the extracted protein samples. The protein gel was then stained in instant blue to make results more visible. The protein gel was then analyzed, conclusion was drawn, and pictures were then taken. The results from the above graph highlighted the total protein content in milk, soy-based and vegetable products. It can be observed that milk and raw soya beans have the highest concentration, and the soy-based products and vegetables have a relatively much lower protein content.
Alright, so for the results, in lane 3 we have milk. Milk is our negative control for the experiment. And in milk, there's several proteins. Firstly is casein. Casein can be found at 25 to 35 kilodaltons, which is around here. Secondly is wheat. Wheat is part of, wheat can be split into two components, alpha and beta lactalbumin. Alpha lactalbumin can be found at 14 kilodaltons, which is around here. Secondly, beta lactalbumin can be found at 18 kilodaltons, which is around here. And next is the raw soya bean at lane 2. Raw soya bean is our positive control in our experiment. In this lane, there are two main storage proteins. Firstly is glycine. Bands can be observed at 40 kilodaltons and 20 kilodaltons. Next, for the second main storage protein is beta-conglycine. It can be found at 150 to 175 kilodaltons and 76, 72, and 53 kilodaltons. So further, it can be observed from this gel that raw soya beans and boiled soya beans have equal amount of soy protein, and the soybean drink has a low amount of protein compared to raw and boiled soya beans. And fresh milk also have a higher amount of soy protein in comparison to tofu and tempeh. So among the vegetables in this gel, broccoli have a higher protein concentration than the spinach samples, and however the spinach leaf has a higher amount of protein compared to the spinach stalk. So this is the gel for the soy-based products, and the next slide would be vegetable products. Next slide. This is my discussion and conclusion. The data in the previous slide shows that raw soybeans and milk have the highest total protein content. This reaffirmed previous studies that soybean milk are two good sources of protein. The lower protein concentrations in soy-based products suggest that the food processing modifies the protein content. Vegetables have been studied to have low protein content too. Next, for our future work in the experiment, we plan to strengthen the hypothesis by repeating the experiment. Secondly, expand the variety of soy-based products and vegetable used. Thirdly, study the protein content in different types of beans. Fourthly, research on the protein component in vegetables. Thank you.